Hey guys, this is Awake and Alive. Welcome to today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every last one of you. I just want to first and foremost give God and Jesus all the glory and honor, for He is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and the amazing things He's done with this channel and that He's continuing to do. And if you're new here, hi, hello, nice to meet you. If you've been here a while, then you already know what to expect when it comes from me. So if you're new here and you want to see more great content, I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get notified every time that I do a new video or new content, or when I do go live. I haven't been live in a while, but I have the, I don't know what you want to say, the momentum to go live again soon. So if you're on the be on the lookout for that. So hit the subscribe button, get notified, hit the bell, and get notified when I do new content or when I do go live. So anyway, let's jump into today's episode. So this has been a 4-part series that I've been working on, and so I just wanted to put this out there. This is the 4th and final part, and I'm really excited to get this done. I did have a little bit of a bump in the road, as you all probably know, where part 2 was removed from YouTube within 1 hour. So I have to be very careful here with the things that I say and the content that I'm about to read to you from the PDF that I received in an email from one of the subscribers of the channel. So I have to be very careful on some of the word choices that I use. So I'm going to have to be very careful and kind of censor myself in a way, but I'm still going to try to get the point across of part 4. The title of part 4 is The Ritual of Lockdown and Social Isolation. Now, I'm not, first and foremost, before I go into anything, so that the algo will not get me in trouble. First and foremost, I am not telling you to not go against, I'm not telling you to go against the CDC or the WHO as far as lockdowns go or anything of that nature. I'm not questioning the CDC or the WHO of anything of that nature. I am just reading you what is in this PDF and what it really means and what the real meaning behind what it is that they want you to do as far as lockdown and social isolation goes, as far as that goes. So let's jump into today's content, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, so right here we're going to start here. It says here, that's what we're being told anyway. Yet another recent study of a New York area hospitals demonstrates that a whopping 66% of all C19 hospitalizations have been people who wore their mask and kept themselves pretty clean and practiced certain distance between one another. I'll just say that. And stayed home. So they did the quote unquote everything that they're supposed to do, right, guys? But yet we're still coming down with the C19. So let me continue. It says here, let me see. In other words, the vast majority of the hospitalizations were among people who followed the guidelines, right, guys? The guidelines, prompting the Daily Mail to ask in a headline news article, does certain things actually, what's the word? I can't, does it actually work? Wink, wink. Did I say that? No, let me continue here. It says here, where should I, yes. Okay, here we go. And if lockdowns aren't actually doing their jobs, as it says, then why on God's green earth are our global overlords making us stay at home? That's the question. And it says here, from an occult point of view, there's an answer. And it says here, lockdowns are little more than social isolation rituals performed for the purposes of purifying the initiate so he can enter the new order, amplified by things of the past no longer considered by the powers that be to be beneficial to the initiate. There are basically 4 stages to an isolation ritual, and I'm going to jump into those. There's 4. Now, stage 1, isolation for purification. You are cut off from the normal and thrust into a new normal. That's completely different than your past life. Stage 2, surrender to the new normal. This often involves giving up a token gift, think of what we call a stimuli. If you get what I mean, you already understand. And it says, leading the initiate to believe he's being well taken care of by his new overlords. So there's no need to rebel against the new order one is being initiated into. Yeah. And stage 3, sacrifice. No gift can be given without something being taken. In this case, your dignity, your sovereign independence, your voice, your individual power of this earth as representative of the world of the Most High God. All of these things and more are being taken from you in exchange for the cold comfort of a new way in a new world. Stage 4, let me continue. Submission. Think. It says, think. Mandatory jabs, social or ST, social tracing, right? And the willing acceptance of new rules for a new order. Now, let me continue because there's more to that. Those are the 4 stages. And it says here, once again, the idea is that the new person being initiated into the new order needs to be psychologically, if not physically, purged of the old way before gradually being initiated into the new way. Right. So what it is, guys, that they need to do to us or to people out there that are not awake and don't understand exactly what's what's actually going on in the world, is they need to purge them of the old way of life, which was what we would consider the old normal, the old way of life. Now they're initiating us into a new way of life, a new way of thinking, a new set of rules, a new set of lines, if you will. Okay? That is what they're doing. And that's the reason why they have stages. There's stage 1, there's stage 2. They can't just go to stage 3. They can't just go to stage 4. They can't go from stage 4 to stage 1. They have to start at the beginning and work their way up. And what have they done? They've done all of that and then some. So, understand that. Now, I'm going to read to you right here. It says this: the isolation stage of the ritual of purification. In this stage, the initiate is separated from the mundane. Do you know that mundane literally means of the world? Now, let me read to this as well. The initiate is largely removed from the otherwise familiar persons, places, and things that they used to do in order to be cleared of them. You see there? You see what they're doing? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? That is what they're doing. That is the whole point of what it is that they're doing. So, let's jump down here. Let's say, just think about it. Why or what they're describing in the implication of the new normal says right here, but you have to lose the old normal first in order to be initiated into the new normal. Hence, the lockdowns, the loss of work, travel restrictions, business restrictions, food shortages, and much, much more. And it says here, in the end, the new normal becomes the norm, and the old ways were gradually forgotten. New mythologies are created from the new world by our new masters. And the new you, the transformed you, is birthed from the isolation. Yeah. That's exactly why they're doing this. Is so that they can get you to put down your old past, to say, you know what? Let me not say anything. They don't want you to say anything. They don't want you to question anything. They don't want you to, they don't want you to have any kind of pushback. Does that make sense? They don't want you to push back. against anything that they put out there, anything that they put in the mainstream media, the news, CNN, Fox News, what have you, whatever, all that garbage that it is. They want no pushback. Unfortunately, there is a lot of pushback. Not as much as that we would want, but enough for them to, that they can't go full-fledged into this. Now, of course, there's a lot more people out there that are starting to accept the new normal, that are starting to accept the reality that we're in, and unfortunately, that's true. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that are stone cold asleep, that don't understand, that are, unfortunately, in a state of mind where they're not awake to the reality of the real world we live in. And we need to pray for these people. We need to pray for every last one of them. And so, by letting me finish this video, before I finish this video, let me just make this perfectly clear to the algorithm of YouTube. I am not questioning the CDC. I am not questioning the WHO. I am not questioning anything. I am just stating a point or my opinion to this is what the occult is trying to do. I'm not questioning the CDC. I'm not questioning the WHO. Or, no, right? If you haven't gathered, my sarcasm, I don't know what else is, because let's face it, guys, we all know this is a bunch of stuff, but we can't say that. But I will say this. If you know who the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords is, then remember that He is our strength and He is everything that we need. So do not lose sight of who's really in control here. Do not. Do not allow these monsters to try to fool you into thinking that they have all the cards, that they have all the power, because they have no power. They may think that they have mystical power and magic power, but guess what? At the end of the day, Jesus Christ reigns over all of them, even in the midst of all of the chaos. He is in control. He is the captain of the ship. So remember that. And guys, I want to thank you for this series. I want to wrap it up by saying thank you so much for this 4-part set. I do apologize for those that did not get to see part 2 of the ritual hand washing. I apologize for that. But I thank you all so much for this series. It's been, quite educational for myself and for everybody else out there that's seen these videos. And I just want to take a moment to thank you all for thumbsing up the videos and watching the videos and commenting and everything and sharing them. And it's been an amazing journey as this series is going to wrap up. This is the last one of the series. There will be more series to come, but unfortunately, it's going to go back into one topic episodes probably for a while until I find a new series. But I just want to thank you all for, like I said, for commenting and liking and sharing. It's been an amazing journey with you guys. It has been a lot of, it's been, I'm not going to say fun, but for me, it's been very interesting to get these videos up for you guys so that you can see them and that you can hear them and that you can understand what is really going on in the world. So guys, I want to thank you for today's episode. Thank you so much. And if you are, I'm going to, just as a reminder, if you are not subscribed to the channel and you want to see more great content, I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get notified anytime that I do live streams or for new content so that you can be up to date on the content that I put out. So I just wanted to, as a reminder of that as well. So I hope you guys are all doing very well, in great spirits and in good health. And if you're not and you need anything, you can send me an email to the email I'm going to post in the description below. So if you need anything, you need prayer requests, you need anything, you just shoot me an email and I will pray for you and I'll lift you up and I'll do whatever it is that I can to do for you guys, because you guys are the best subscriber count on YouTube. I appreciate it, every last one of you. And so with that being said, remember to give God glory, for He is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and He is the only one worthy of all the glory and honor for everything that happens in our lives. So remember to glorify Him and to give Him everything before He is everything in our lives. So I just want to wrap up by saying thank you so much. God bless you all, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one and making more content for you guys, because you guys are awesome. I thank you so much, and guys, Lord willing, I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, guys, God bless you and your families.